Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Hello, folks. How are you today? What a great day.
Yeah, it is.
We're here.
So, what are we here for?
What are we here for today? We're here for an Ask Egil Anything episode. Episode 3. Oh, yeah.
Alright, so, well, you best get set up then.
Oh, yeah, but not before I've had some coffee, youth.
Coffee?
Yeah, coffee. Every YouTuber needs coffee. Everybody knows that.
You best make it 2 then.
Oh, 2 it's going to be.
Okay, Wolf.
We best get on and film.
Yeah. I'll catch you later then.
Indeed. Cheers.
Mmm. Delicious.
And hello and welcome to another episode of Ask Egil Anything, episode 3. Oh yeah, and so far these have been very interesting and very entertaining, as we always are.
If not a little terrifying. But,
Well, maybe from your point of view being at the end of the questions, granted. I mean, it's a little bit difficult because we're not doing Ask Bragi anything so far. So, I know you guys are waiting for this. Let's jump straight into the questions.
I'll put the coffee down.
Yes, I've given permission granted to drink coffee on camera. You can see that at the beginning. So the first question comes from our very good friend and a very good friend and fellow pagan and fellow heathen, and that's KotickGod.
Oh, hi, KotickGod.
Hello, Kotik.
Good to hear from you.
Now, he was asking it again the other day, when can you confirm a Sunday so you can appear in one of his hangouts?
Oh,
So,
right.
if you want to really think about setting a date, whether 2 weeks on a Sunday or 3 weeks and
2 weeks on a Sunday.
2 weeks on a Sunday,
Yeah.
end of the month.
Yeah,
So
sounds all right.
I'll message you over that, Celtic.
If that's okay with you.
And I'll be the backup. If you can't make it, then I'll be in reserve for you. So anyway, here has a question: how far is a league, and why is a league called a league?
I don't know why it's called a league. I think, is it 6 feet?
No, a league isn't 6 feet.
Oh, that's a fathom. Sorry. Yeah, it's just over a mile.
Yeah, well, first of all, I do have some information on this because I thought you might struggle. So, first of all, a league is a nautical league is 3 miles.
Oh, right. So it is larger than a mile.
So, imagine in the folktale when we're saying that a cauldron is 6 leagues wide, that's 18 miles. It's a very big cauldron. And it comes from Liuga Gallica. It's a Roman unit of travel in 1 hour. So it's basically far a Roman unit could travel in 1 hour. So
It just goes shy. I don't
3
know
miles.
everything. Yeah.
No, well,
So 3 miles is
Yeah.
a league. That sounds right.
it's interesting. I learnt something there, and you learnt something there. So
Yeah.
brilliant. And I'd also like to say thank you to Tectos Sagas for putting information about what a league is. So that's
Tecto,
great.
thank you.
So I wasn't totally sure myself, so that kind of confirmed that to me. So yeah, great.
Getting my leagues mixed up with my fathoms.
Yes. Well, you know,
Whoa, mix them. What's next?
I have a comment here from Thomas Dale.
Tom.
Hello, Thomas. I will see you tomorrow.
Ooh.
Ask Egil anything. Did they have sausages in the Dark Ages?
I would assume so. I mean, basically what a sausage is the intestines of the creature you've killed
Yes.
washed out. I must insist on that. The meat is minced up. Nowadays it's usually the brain, eyes, lungs and all the other bits. And it's forced into the sausage casing.
Or the intestine casing.
Yeah, which is now your sausage casing. And hence you get a link of sausages. And jolly nice they are too.
And do they still make sausages with intestine casing? I think they do.
I think you do. It costs you a lot more money, but now it's a sort of, I think it's plastic, isn't it?
No, I don't think it's. I think it is intestines still.
Right. But I know all the bits that we don't normally think we eat, we actually do eat in sausages. And
Yeah, because it would have been classed as wet coopering. So imagine 100 years ago, there would have been thousands of barrels going all over the world with all these, intestines from animals in barrels of brine. I find that fascinating.
I mean, you've got over 23 feet of piping. You've got to do something with it. And people don't eat brains. They don't eat eyes. They
Well,
don't
I
eat...
think people do eat brains.
Yeah,
And they do
it's
eat
just-
eyes. Just not us.
It's not normal in modern society.
No.
But we do, actually. We don't realise it. That's what they put in.
Well, I'd imagine if you go to Turkey or you go to Greece or some of the countries like that, you'll find brains on the menu and eyelids.
Oh, yeah, my dad had
know?
eaten brains. He said it was jolly nice. It doesn't appeal to me.
Brains.
Well, my dad used to eat anything. He's dead now. That gives you a clue.
Yeah, I always think people called Brian are called brain, but it's just me. Anyway, so moving on.
I actually signed a card to Brian.
Yes.
And I misspelt it. He used to brain.
Oh.
He wasn't best pleased.
And another question here from KotickGod.
Hi, Celtic.
And he says, Ask AskEgilAnything, hashtag, what is your favourite tale to tell?
My favourite tale to tell? I like the one where Thor loses his hammer and gets it back.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Is that the one where he dresses as a woman?
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't
As a lady.
Yeah, I mean, that basically was how you divorced your husband.
Well, of
You
course so.
dressed him up in your...
Can you imagine if people did that today to get divorced?
Well, I mean, it's horses for courses, not for me to judge.
No.
It's not for me, but I mean...
But it's funny how things have changed, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you something, you know. It takes more courage to do that and to appear in public than it would be to face in a shield wall.
Well, of course so, yeah.
Yeah, and I
It's
mean,
fair play.
people have a right to...
Well, we do live in a wonderful, colourful world, don't we? Would you change it? I wouldn't.
No, well, not that particular aspect of it, no. But
So, moving on from that. Thomas Dale.
hello again.
I wonder who Thomas the Onion is named after.
Thomas the Onion. Well, he's a star. He's off camera.
Yeah, it's like, he's refusing to pay on camera at the moment.
Yeah, well, he's got a contract, I
yeah.
think, with other
He's,
producers.
apparently he's signed a series to Netflix, but that's just a rumour.
Cheesy Products Limited.
Yeah.
Probably after you, Tom.
Tales of Onions.
Yeah.
The Onion Saga. Yeah, so named after Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he gave it to us, so it had to be named after him.
Well, there you go.
I think it's done well, considering that he gave it to us in December.
I know. It should have been eaten by now.
Well,
Didn't.
well, I keep saying you can take it home with you
I
and
always
eat
forget.
Thomas. Anyway, so moving on from that, from the Onion, I know. See at Tran Hair. So another fellow pagan. So,
Hi.
hello, how are you,
doing?
our brother? So, how many years does it take to grow a glorious moustache
Depends
like
on the person.
yours?
Well, I'll be honest with you. It took me about 3 weeks.
Oh, right.
I had a full beard in 6 weeks, and I ended up looking like Lord Tirpitz. You know,
Who's that? To anybody who doesn't know.
he was the commander of the German Imperial Fleet, 1918,
9.
and he had a beard that forked out, a bit like the dwarves in Lord
Oh,
of the
yes.
Rings.
Apparently, I was called Bragi Forkbeard the other day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, yeah. Yes, and it just reminds me, every time you mention moustache, it just reminds me of the song.
Yeah.
Yes, so there you go. You know, if you only had a moustache.
All right.
So, Thomas Dale, again. We get quite a few questions
Yeah,
from
I'm
Thomas.
gonna have a quick coffee. Yeah.
Oh,
Carry
please
on.
do. Have you ever fought a troll? Oh, a big troll.
I used to pick them up in the Red Lion in Ripley.
Yeah, you could have been married to a troll.
No, she could have picked me up more, right?
Oh, like under your arm.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a certain Viking lady we used to know.
All right.
You know, Bridget.
Oh.
Hello to Bridget, if you're
If you're
watching
out
from
there.
Derby.
Yeah. I haven't seen you since that.
She was a marvellous warrior.
She's all right. She's a nice person as well.
Now, another question here from Thomas Dale.
Again.
Yes, would you prefer to be imminent or infamous?
Would I prefer to be eminent?
Eminent.
Eminent.
I can't say that word today.
Eminent. You got me at it now.
I know.
Eminent. Or what else?
Infamous.
Infamous. How about a combination of both?
What, like, put them both together?
Yeah, sort of like
Enemus.
eminent as a Viking, but infamous as a warrior.
Yeah, I'm already infamous, apparently.
All right.
How do you become infamous?
Practice, I guess.
Right. So you heard it here. Yeah. Start again. You heard it here first. Oh, I can't speak today.
Oh no, dysphasia, it affects you that in the ass times.
Yeah, oh yeah, and that too. So, Graulv Hardison, I hope I don't pronounce your first name. That's one of the things we do struggle with on this channel is pronunciation.
Yeah.
So, Graulv Hardison,
son of Richard, yeah.
how did you get into archaeology? Making this a two-part question for you.
Well, first of all, I got into archaeology. I used to work in a factory degreasing metal. It's about as interesting as it sounds.
Greasy.
A very dangerous job. And I wanted to move on. And in this country, England, we have the Open University, which is like the cross between correspondence, and you do seminars and things. And I transferred to the University of York because I wanted to do history. But I rather fancied the idea of archaeology, and it's great fun to do, but it's a real pain in the neck to write about.
You should try researching it.
Try doing it, mate. It's hard work. It's no easy. You see them on telly and it's dead easy, but you know, I've seen people with 25 who've got rheumatoid arthritis.
Really? Oh.
Get bad backs and everything.
I didn't realise it was bad on the body, archaeology.
Oh, I used to wake up and I couldn't open my hands, and I thought, well, Tony Robinson's programme negated all the training I did because people will do it for nothing. But it gets archaeology out there, and that's what matters.
So the next part from Graulv, he says, and what was your most intriguing find?
I used to like the everyday finds. I have found coins, Roman, and a Northumbrian shatter. But the thing I love most of all, I found, and it sounds odd, eggshells. And also in York, you've got anaerobic soil, which is the bacteria in it feeds off the bacteria that destroys organic material. So you find in wood and things like that, cool. Bits of cloth. And it's the everyday objects. There was a leather sole which had been repaired and obviously thrown out the window. And this is what amuses me about archaeology. In some ways, they are so like us. In other ways, they are totally different. And, you know, the eggshells, doesn't sound much, but somebody sat there, peeled that egg through the shells.
Well, that's the everyday life items. And I think they're the most intriguing aspects of archaeology.
Well, I mean, we hear about kings, queens, bishops and all that. But the everyday Viking in the street.
I mean, we aren't kings. We aren't aristocracy. We're just the common folk. And the common folk items are what we relate to more.
They just want to raise the children so they can carry on farming and keep warm and safe. But one thing we did find that was quite interesting as well. We've seen wooden bowls in museums and they look perfect. Well, we found them with the chisel had gone through the side, and they're finding lots of like wooden cones, and we didn't know what they were. And they suddenly realised it fits inside the bowl.
Well, of course, it's a bit of the bowl. It's a cutout, you know. You're going to throw that bit away. It's no good to you.
But the number of them we found.
It's in the fire, in the pit, basically.
So anyway, the everyday stuff.
And I thought that was an excellent question, so thank you very much there.
I'll second that.
So, another question here from the infamous, to be possibly, Thomas of Dale. So they sometimes call him.
Onion Boy.
Onion Boy. That could be a superhero name.
Yeah.
With an onion. Anyway, with two legs on that little head and arms. Anyway, what about hashtag AskBragi-anything?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, well, that's going to be the theme possibly for 2020. So, you know, we've got on these 8 more months of AskEgilAnything.
Yeah, well, I don't mind it, but
it's entertainment.
It'd be fun to see Bragi, but he knows a surprising amount about things.
Well, there's a question about that later on. We'll get onto that.
Yeah,
but
don't be fooled by his Peter Pan look.
I know we all can't look young.
He's really old.
I am actually 900 years. I'm just fooling people. Anyway, we all can't be mortal. Yeah. You know. You put me off now. What I was going to say. Don't you hate it when you're thinking about something and you forget? Don't. Anyway, so that's going to be a feature for 2020 possibly. I mean, we'd like to. I know what I was going to say now, so it came back to me. So often when you have a YouTube channel, you can often struggle to think about what sort of content you can do.
Yeah.
You know, so by simply sitting down and doing these sort of videos, it brings more content to you guys. It's also another great way for other channels to add more content.
Yeah.
You know,
Sounds good to me.
because let's face it, people like the interaction between us and them. You know, and you guys are extremely important to us.
Well, without you,
You
we
know.
haven't got anything, have we?
Without you, we're just talking together on video. I think it would be entertaining for us both. But we're not here for us, we're here for you. So the next question it comes from the infamous, to be possibly, Thomas Dale.
Ah!
When did you start using woof, woof, baby?
It dates back. At first, I heard of it as Rick Mail in The Blackadder Goes Forth.
Yeah,
And
good save is that.
I was at one time going out with this lass, and there are times I didn't know what to say. And woof woof baby seemed to be apposite.
I should remember that when I can't think of a comment. For a comment,
Yeah.
I'll just put woof, woof, baby.
Sounds like a rap song, doesn't it? Woof
Woof,
woof baby.
woof, baby. It's the Egil rap song.
Yeah.
Yes, if you'd like to see Egil do a rap one day, then, you know, get us 1 million subs and we might do it.
Yeah.
Egil
Don't
sings
hold
a
your
rap
breath.
song.
Oh yeah, don't hold your breath. Next one. Jim lad.
KotickGod. And it's an
Kotick.
excellent question. It kind of ties in with some of the other questions.
Go on then.
Do you find you have to research to answer the questions asked of you both, or are you able to answer off the top of your head?
It's a combination. Some of the stuff I'm dragging out my head I learnt 30, 40 years ago, which may explain why there's certain differences.
Yeah.
Other things, yes, we have to. I mean, you know, when we both of us got extensive libraries, and of course there's our old friend the internet.
Oh, the internet's great to a degree.
Yeah. But I mean, having said that, a lot of what I'm answering is from the top of my head, and I must stress, it's only my opinion.
Yes,
Yeah.
you know, we're going to say things and we are at times going to make mistakes because, you know,
Yeah.
we can't remember everything. We're not walking encyclopedias.
No.
Egil isn't a fountain of knowledge. Although often recently I've been saying it's a font of knowledge. Perhaps that's a new way of saying it. It's a Bragi way of saying it.
Font.
Font of knowledge. But,
Yeah.
but I like that because you think about the font as in the letter. Well, you know,
you've
about
got
that, you haven't got
You've got a
knowledge.
font in the church, haven't you?
Yeah, so
Yeah, as I say, it's a combination of that. A lot of the archaeology stuff may be out of date because I've been graduated 30 years.
well, yes, but you know, by appearing on the channel, you're getting yourself updated. And if you don't know something, then you guys generally know,
Yeah.
and we learn. I think I've learned quite a lot from
Yeah.
the subscriptions. You know, the people who subscribe to us. You
Well,
know, the
it's-
information is valuable to us.
What's also nice is there are people out there who think the same way we do.
Yeah.
Because you do tend to be a bit isolated in Derbyshire.
Now, I'll just give you an example of this on the first question on how far is a league. And why is a league called a league from KotickGod? Well, I didn't know the answer to that off by heart. I would have either had to go and have a look on the internet and then made a note for it. But in this case, we got what you call something very special. We have a Tecto Sagers on the channel who's a font of, he's a fountain of knowledge. You can always guarantee if I don't know the answer to something, then Tecto will come in with the correct answer.
That's good because we
Appreciate
have an interplay between us and we're one of you at the end of the day. You know, we're not special. We are actors, for want of a better word, and we're always appreciated.
I don't consider myself to be an actor. I don't kind of when we're playing these parts.
The camera tends to give
Well,
it away.
yeah, well, to a degree, you know, Bragi is a character, you know.
Yeah, so's Egil.
Yeah, so yeah, but you know, but we also are ourselves. You know, we're not here to pretend to be something we're not. You know, I often use the term. We tell it as it is, don't we? And I think that's the way we like it. So it's not a question, but I just thought I'll just get this in from Sid, and he says, "You are the best channel ever."
Oh, thank you.
So I just want to say thank you for that, and I just want to get that in there for Egil because it, you know, makes you smile. I like seeing Egil smile. So, we're getting close now.
Ooh.
KotickGod, hashtag AskEgilAnything. What is your favourite folk tale to tell?
Well, it's the one up with the folk tale. I like the ones with the fox and the bear. I think they're
The
quite
animal
good.
ones.
Yeah. You asked earlier about the sagas, but the folk tales, yeah. The bear and the fox, they have a good interplay there. And,
I don't think they've seen them yet. There's some finished folk tales we have recorded.
you will see them in the future.
I know. When I looked today, we had 287 videos published, and we got 354 videos online altogether. So there's at least another 60 odd videos to publish. We're going to have 10 more by the end of the day. So so there's that. Now, just Thomas Dale hashtag. What is your favourite blade to use?
Oh, my sword, it's in the corner over there. Doesn't get much exercise nowadays because I'm 64, you know.
Well, you know, I'm always up for taking you outside for combat, Egil.
But I mean, having said that, the opportunity hasn't arisen for quite a few years. I need to get back in training, I think.
Well, I think we need to kind of like, if we start meeting twice a week throughout the summer, then we could set aside half an hour for training each time and then film it, you know. Because I'm sure you guys would love to see us train. Yeah. But also train in slow motion, so we can actually slow down what we're doing and demonstrate it rather than just going back at each other.
It's like the long 9-foot winged spear I've got. It's sharp, but I will test it on a tree.
No, well, I don't mind holding a spear. You're careful. I wear low-class clothing that day.
Well, I used to do it with my ex-business partner.
It's never the most advisable thing to do is to use sharp because
So
you use it carefully.
I'll do it at very slow speed.
Well, we'll just put some warnings out to do it as sharps. But yeah. So, which Norse myth is your favourite?
Well,
I think we've answered that one from earlier.
Yeah, Thor losing his hammer.
And the last question comes from a new subscriber. Now, I can pronounce your name, but basically, there you go.
Yeah, it's Japanese.
So I just put that up. So that's your name. Now, very luckily, I have my very good friend Mark Tremblay, and he translated it into Wang Kai Chuan.
Oh,
and they ask, it's either in what you call kanji or it's in Japanese. I'm not certain, but I wanted to translate it so I could say your name, and I do hope we got your name right. And they asked, did the Vikings have butter?
Yes. It's mentioned in the sagas. It's a byproduct of cream. When you talk about wealth, cattle were wealth in the Viking Age, and there are periods of time when you milk it 3 times a day sometimes.
A lot.
And then in winter you have to kill off some of them. But there's only so much milk you can drink because of bovine tuberculosis. It's a big killer among the other things. But if you make it into cheese and butter, and let's face it, a bit of butter's nice.
And how would they store such things?
In a bucket.
Bucket or a barrel?
A bucket or a barrel.
And the barrel would have been coopered using what you would call white coopering, which is coopering for dairy products.
Yeah.
Unlike wet coopering or dry coopering.
And to our Japanese friend, sayonara.
Oh yes, although they could be Chinese. So,
oh, right.
So I'm not sure.
Don't know what
so
Chinese
thank
is.
you very much for your question,
Okay.
and welcome to the channel.
Yeah.
And we'd just like to say, before we finish, thank you very much, you guys, for all your questions. Keep them rolling in, because we will film episode 4 next week if we've got enough questions. And this will be out on a Monday.
In Japanese is wantanimasu.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
There
I
you
learned
go.
that from the cooking channel.
It's amazing what you can learn.
Yeah,
cooking.
they have Japanese phrases. But
And if they're new to the channel, Egil, what should they do?
well, hashtag AskEgilAnything,
Well,
or
Yes.
press the old
very
subscription
important.
bell up in the corner there. Leave us a comment and we'll get back to you. We do eventually. And we'll keep you abreast of what's happening. Well, Bragi will. I'm just the eye candy.
Oh, yes, indeed.
So, thanks for your questions. Keep them coming in. It's very, very useful.
Oh, yeah, let's hope it's recorded and I've got a flat battery.
That would be a nuisance. So anyway,
Egil looks in terror.
bye. Me frightened of a camera. You gotta be kidding. The camera loves me.
Oh, the camera loves you, baby.
Oh yeah.
Woof, woof. We said that together.
Oh dear.
That's synchronicity, that is.
Yeah.
That's a word. That's a big word.
Yeah.
And that point, we're saying goodbye for real. Goodbye.
Bye.